I'm 90 years old, and loneliness isn't what people think it is. It isn't loud or dramatic. It arrives quietly after most of life is already gone.
I'm saying this now because there isn't much time left to soften the truth.
I'm not saying this for myself anymore. I'm saying it for someone who still has time. People think loneliness means being alone. I was surrounded by people and still felt it. Now I know loneliness is the absence of being known. I wake up early, not by choice. My body doesn't sleep the way it used to. The house is quiet, not peaceful, just quiet. I sit by the window and take my time. There's no reason to rush anymore. I watch people outside, moving fast, convinced they aren't lonely.
At 90, you don't think about the future. You think about what's left.
And what's left is mostly memories. Some warm, some heavy, many unfinished. Loneliness doesn't arrive with drama. It arrives with empty chairs.
With birthdays, people don't forget on purpose. They just forget.
No one warned me that loneliness starts early. It just takes years to show. When I was young, I was busy. I thought that meant I was doing life right. I worked long hours and told myself there would be time later. I had friends, real ones. Then slowly, we stopped showing up. No fights, no endings, just distance that felt harmless. I said later too easily, like later was guaranteed.
I chose work over walks, silence over difficult conversations.
Loneliness is built from small choices that feel reasonable. I assumed people would always be there. They weren't. The turning point was a phone call I wasn't ready for. Someone I assumed was permanent was suddenly gone. There was no final conversation. Later never came. At the funeral, I felt clarity more than grief. I saw the cost of all the things I postponed. I tried to reconnect, but some bridges don't reopen. You can't fix time. You can't show up late. Old age removes distractions. What's left is what you kept. At this age, loneliness is routine. It's knowing exactly how long silence lasts. It's realizing no one would notice if you disappeared for days.
The hardest part isn't losing people. It's losing parts of yourself.
When no one listens, your thoughts slowly fade. I'm not angry. This feeling is quieter than that. I just want you to understand something I didn't. And Loneliness is built in the moments you delay, in the conversations you rush through, in the conversations you rush through, in believing relationships survive neglect. And they don't. Not forever. You don't need many people, just a few places where you're seen. I wish I'd known being reliable isn't the same as being close. I have little time left. Most days, I accept that. What I struggle with is how long it took me to learn.
If you're surrounded by people, don't assume you're safe.
Stay, listen, speak when it's uncomfortable. I'll finish my tea now. The morning will pass quietly. That's the truth about loneliness, the one that waits patiently. And if you hear it early, maybe it doesn't have to wait for you.